Hey everyone, it's Miss Cooperwood, and I'm making an awkward video today. Well, I guess most of my videos are awkward, but this one's especially awkward because I have to get the computer close enough so that you can see kind of the dollars and cents that I've got going on here. So the screen has to be tilted right down. So this is going to be a little awkward. So I'm just looking. Oh, there we go. I'm going light and dark, light and dark. So I'm getting down in here with my face in the math, so I hope you like this video. Okay, so welcome back. It is Unit 4 in 5th grade, 4-1. This is part 2, video part 2, and I'm actually going to be starting to work from page 140. I skipped the first couple of pages, but because I think those ones are a little bit easier for you to do on your own, and I thought for this video, it might be better to do the ones with decimals because that's a little less familiar for us. So I'm working on page 140, and the problem says we're talking about shifting the decimal point and shifting numbers to the left or right. Now, remember, when we were talking about numbers and decimals, all of base 10, if we go to the left, everything is 10 more than it was before, not as in adding 10, but 10 times as much. So 10 is 10 times as much as 1. 100 is 10 times as much as 10. 1,000 is 10 times as much as 100. So it increases by tenfold every time you go to a different place value digit. In the same way, that's going to the left. In the same way, if you're going to the right, then it decreases by tenfold, which means it's 10 times less. So 1/10 is 10 times smaller than 1. 1/100th is 10 times smaller than less than 1/10. And so that's the shift that they're talking about in this lesson that they want us to think about, is shifting groups of 10, either going bigger or going smaller. So this question says that it costs 41 cents and also 2/10 of a cent to make one marble, which I know for us, we don't usually think of things that are less than 1 penny, but especially in factories, things often cost less than 1 penny. So, especially if you think of like if you've gone to like the dollar store or something like that, the whole thing costs $1. So, how much does the rest cost? Well, each individual one is probably actually less than a penny. So, here's what I'm trying to show you here. So this is what we got here. So crumb! I thought this was gonna work, and now it went right under my computer. All right. So I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to tip it up much. I'm just gonna have to show you like this. There we go. Okay. So I hope you can see that. So they told us that it cost 41 cents to make per marble, and then also 2/10 of a cent. I couldn't figure out what to use for 2/10 of a cent. I got all my coins, just like I did ask you to do too, but I couldn't think of what should I represent less than a penny. So I scoured my house, and what I came up with was chocolate chips. So I figured if an entire bag of chocolate chips is what you buy at the store, it could be that each chocolate chip costs less than 1 penny to make. So, in that case, I'm using chocolate chips to indicate that it's, again, 10 times smaller than 1 penny. So we would need 10 chocolate chips to cost 1 penny. Now, when they're talking about the shift, they are talking about this is for one marble. That's how much this costs. 4 dimes, 1 penny, and then 2/10 of a penny, 2 chocolate chips. So then they're saying we want to see that shifting in action. So we know we could go to the left or to the right. What if we, instead of buying 1 marble, we bought 10 marbles? How much would that cost us? The interesting thing about this shifting is the numbers stay exactly the same. They just move to the left and right in different decimal places or in different place values. So now, instead of 1 costing 41 cents and 2/10 of a cent, we want to know what 10 costs. Well, 10, actually, we're going to shift this 4 over into the ones place. We're going to shift the 1 into the tenths place, and we're going to shift the 2 into the hundredths place. So now we don't have 4 dimes anymore. We actually only have this penny turned into a dime, these 2 chocolate chips turned into 2 pennies. Oops, that penny turned into a dime. And those 4 dimes turned into $4. So now the cost of 10 marbles, see how the numbers are the same. The numbers are still 4 and 1 and 2. But instead of being 41 cents and 2/10 of a cent, the cost for not 1 but 10 now is $4.12. What if, instead of just wanting 10 marbles, what if they needed to make 100 marbles? And if you think of a factory, how often do they make 100 marbles? Well, probably every 10 minutes or something. Maybe they need to make a lot of marbles. So now we're going to shift these numbers again. We're going to shift them over again because we're again taking another times 10, another 10. So instead of having 4, now the 4 goes from the ones place into the tens place. The 1 goes from the tenths into the ones place, and the 2, see how the numbers are just moving across into different decimal places? So now for 100 marbles, our 4 now isn't 4 ones, but actually 4 tens. So there's our 4 tens. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, even with my thing like this, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there we go. Okay, so here's my 4 tens. There they are. Now, what about this 1? The 1, remember, it started out as 1 penny, then it went to 1 dime, then it went to, now it's going to $1. And remember, the 2 started out as 2 chocolate chips, then went to 2 pennies. Now it's going to 2 dimes. So the numbers stay the same. They just keep shifting left or right based on additional times 10. So each time we multiply this times 10, 41 and 2/10. Multiply it times 10, it's going to shift into 412. So it just keeps shifting every time we multiply times 10. Well, guess what happens if we divide by 10? Goes the other way. So that's that shift that they're trying to help us think about in this lesson, is they want us to know that the nice thing about base 10, the nice thing about our number system, the way it is everything is based in tens. So you can multiply times 10, or you can divide by 10 and move the decimal place left and right, and the numbers stay the same. The place value that they represent changes as you get more and more or less groups. I hope that helps you on lesson 1. Good luck. Please watch the next 2 videos for the rest of lesson 1, and we'll see you next time.